open the premium analytic portal. Let me just double check. Guys, is everything okay with the YouTube live stream? Just to make sure. Please let me know if you can see me and you can hear me well. Good morning. Okay. All right. All good. Rahel, good morning. Cherry. So, premium analytics, let's start with the morning, with today's top headlines. What stock market investors want to hear when Fed's Powell testifies before Congress this week. 2 days in a row, Powell will testify today and tomorrow. Please make sure you listen to the podcast on the website. I will share with you the link, of course. China's Xi Jinping takes rare direct aim at US in speech. Falling oil revenue, soaring war costs squeeze Russia's finances. Europe to target big fish companies in new foreign subsidy rules. In Brussels, this announcement, Rio Tinto to pay SEC 15 million US dollars over foreign bribe changes. TikTok rolls out Project Clover to assure Europeans on data. Toblerone is removing the Matheron from its packing. Turkey's opposition leader enters election race against President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Parts of Twitter went down for some users after internal change. And the economic calendar, of course, quite busy day for the Australian dollar as the trade balance and the interest rate decision came out early this morning. Trade balance for 2 months in a row, expectancy was to keep some hawkish sentiment. However, we had some negative actual number. In regards to the interest rates decision in Australia, the RBA insists to keep raising them by 25 basic points, so from 3.35% to 3.6%. They stated more raise will follow, but really this helps a lot the currency to get some strength. But when it comes to mortgages, as you guys know, the things are getting a bit tricky because lenders, the people who lend money anyway, they have to pay more on their repayments. So let's have a look at the charts. Yes, so good. YouTube, all good. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks. HV, Fuad, Jayed, Philip, Mladen. Hello, Neven. Good morning. Chin Taras. Hello. Darshan, I hope everyone, everything will be okay. Darshan says, dear Pa is very ill in the hospital. Please pray for his good health. Thank you. I'm sure everyone on this webinar will appreciate that, and we do so. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with the pound. against the US dollar. This bullish engulfing didn't follow through yesterday. We had this dodgy right. Actually, here's the thing. When the dodgy candlestick is more predictable and has the highest probability to give good trades, pretty much around resistance or support, right? So after an uptrend, if we see a doji, or after a downtrend, if we see a doji at support, that's a reversal signal. And unfortunately, in Forex trading, traders, they don't pay attention, or they do understand, but they don't pay attention that markets, most of the times, they stay in a ranging environment and not in a trending environment. So when we see some dodgy candles in the middle of it, or any candlestick pattern in the middle of a ranging, none of them has implications for high probability trading. So today, for intraday trading and with the pound, I believe we can avoid this environment really. But if someone really needs to trade today this market, the implications are short-term bullish due to the new higher high early this morning. Now the market looks like the buyers are in control. We don't know if by the time the price will come to retest this candlestick here, if the sellers, they will take control. But for now, we trade what we see and not what we think. Yesterday, bullishness came to the euro. Although for intraday traders, this is a very bit messy here. There are a lot of resistance in the way. Even on the 5-minute chart, it's not favorable to take trades due to this resistance here. We have, let's say, 6 pips. I mean, with 6 pips, you don't even consider to take any trade. Okay. The USD against the Swiss franc, it's nice pushing to the downside. Here it's a potential area of support, and here is the low. We still have another 50 pips to go. Very nice. If you guys trade the trends on the lower time frame, for example, 1-hour chart, you have some trend lines here. Yesterday, we had this nice sell-off right at the London, before the London Open. Then the market retraced a little bit. By the time the New York traders kicked in, we had this rejection here, and then the market sold off. That was a very nice candlestick pattern in a trending market. And intraday trend traders, that's what really need to have in mind. Here is the thing with the Australian dollar trade balance. Yeah, didn't help the Aussie. Interest rate was predicted as the forecast. The thing is, now we are at the support, but market is just moving sideways. There is no way to know for sure where this market is wants to go really. Here it's a very strong support. Every time the price taps into this area, you can see that it's it finds strong buying pressure. Is it a reason to buy and hold though? Maybe not, because by the time the information, I will share with you something important. Let's cover this. Let's cover this. The market came at this the market came with this bearish engulfing right at this, with this bearish candle right at this support, right? After that, someone expected to find that bullish momentum right from the support, so we can see some more bullishness in the Aussie. However, this candle came and confirmed that sellers are not in control anymore, at least temporarily, right? But we could take some trades here based on this hammer right at the support after a downtrend. That's really important, and I will repeat that as many times as possible until you install it and accept the candlestick patterns. They work best when we have kind of trends, smooth trends. So at this support here, we could start looking to buy because we confirm some buying pressure. But the market then didn't push to the upside. You see it here, right? After this hammer, after one, the candle number two didn't really follow through with a buying momentum. So this is a very, very strong indication that buyers are not in control right at this moment. Or maybe they're going to wait, and then it's good when we find this uncertainty to have a look at the news and see, is this week we do anticipate in the next, let's say, 5 to 6 days, do we anticipate some major news events like interest rates, like trade balance, like non-farm payrolls, if affect the US dollar as well? So the market is waiting for these events before decide which direction to follow. And if the answer is yes, then we can just look to trade something else and not trying to guess when the buyers they will come. All right. I don't trade and I don't teach to trade based on events, on news events, especially the Forex market, because of the price fluctuation and changes so fast. But really, we have to take in consideration the events that affect the price move, and we can just validate some of the zones of support and resistance using also these events. Let's move on. Kiwi, same around the support. I mentioned so many times below, it's like a sandwich. It's between the support and this dynamic resistance. I'm not interested. Bank of Canada interest rates this week, if you heard the podcast from yesterday, so we can wait for some more clarity, plus the non-farm payroll event. USD against the Japanese yen found some support here. I'm sure if you go to the lower time frames, like 1 hour, this area here, it's going to look like a massive trading range, like this one here. You see, you have this bottom, you have these tops, and the market now is just in the middle. So traders, are we interested in that? Maybe no, right? Aussie JPY, really no clarity with this one. This is a kind of resistance. This is a kind of support. The market can find support anywhere here. So why to go and risk our money on this market? Euro against the Japanese yen. We said that we are in an uptrend. Yesterday we mentioned that, and we can use some intraday activities to capitalize on this move. Bullish engulfing yesterday, nice bullish engulfing with strong close above the yesterday's high. You see, guys, here the close is very strong, although at this resistance. But now maybe we can talk about an ascending triangle. So it has a bullish implications in an uptrend. Area of resistance, a clear resistance is this one here. We can look to short, of course, from that point there. Nothing here with the pound and JPY, CHF, JPY. Again, that's a strong area of resistance as I marked it on the chart some time ago. We'll see if the market will sell off. Nothing here with the CAD JPY. Gold yesterday stopped. We see today if buyers, they're gonna take over. Crude oil at this resistance, and gas is finally coming. Keep an eye on these traders. Maybe we're going to see this inverse head and shoulder. If we draw some FIP area, we are at the 50, ideally the 61.8%. It matched very, very nice with this support zone. Silver, same, nothing here. Let's check the rest of the currencies. Bitcoin still hovering around this 22,500. I really do expect to see some more continuation to the downside. The euro against the Australian dollar. I think, did I got triggered in this one? I don't think so. I think that's where I had the pending order. Pound against the euro against the pound, really nothing. Euro against the Australian dollar, we are at this resistance. We can see some push to the downside, of course. Or if today we're going to break above the resistance, let it be. Euro CAD. Yesterday, bullish candle. We are entering at this zone of the seller zone. We're going to be careful. We can sell it there instead of buying. Euro CHF, nothing. Euro Kiwi, we are still at this bullish area. Pound against the Australian dollar, you guys see it made 140 pips rally in the morning. So this has bullish implication, of course. For intraday trading, definitely this is your resistance. Pound CHF in the middle of a range. Nothing to comment on that. Pound against the Canadian dollar, nothing, mixed. Pound against the Kiwi, nothing. You can see the market is just moving really sideways. This is an interesting one. We have a trend developing on the Australian dollar CHF, so we can keep an eye on that for some retracements on the hourly chart or 4 hour and take advantage on that corrections. Australian dollar against the Kiwi. On the daily chart, we had this nice price action shooting star here. I didn't get involved. It's just sold off so much, and I don't want to enter here where most of the traders, they take their profits. I don't want to be the buyer, the seller there. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar at this dynamic 200 moving average support. That's Euro Kiwi. We talked about that. We don't need it. New Zealand, Canadian dollar. Looks like in this downtrend, if you see it from this point of view, it's in an uptrend. If you see it on an intraday, it's a downtrend. It's not very clear. New Zealand, Swiss franc, just moving more to the downside. So, but now we are at support. So far, what we identified from all the currency pair traders is the Swiss franc that is strong today, and it had some nice trends due to Australian dollar weakness. So Australian dollar, Swiss franc, it's a good pair to keep an eye. Australian dollar weakness, maybe it's gonna stay for the London and the New York open. So pound Aussie, euro Aussie, maybe some bullishness there. Or maybe not the euro Aussie, because the euro Aussie is at resistance. So we can stay with the pound Aussie buy and the Aussie CHF sell. Moving on, indices, dollar index. As I explained yesterday at the podcast, we are at this resistance around 105. The DAX, let's check yesterday. Yesterday, we had a false break at this resistance, and maybe we're going to see some continuation. Here it's support at S3, and it's a kind of strong support. Yeah, and next support is this one here. We'll go to the 5-minute chart. That's 15. FTSE. Very messed up here on the daily chart. Dow Jones. If we take this as a whole, it's ranging, right? But if we take this last reference and the recent one, we have a lower high and maybe a lower low. It's not confirmed yet. To confirm, we need a new low here to make lower highs and lower low, and then we start selling. I don't like to see reversals above support. Actually, I hate to see reversals above support because they don't allow us to participate in some trades. Now, maybe this support is not as valid as I thought. So this one here is the next, but for sure we have a support down here. S&P 500, pretty much the same. Too much aggressiveness here with this one. Guys, any trades you took or you are in a trade, please let me know if you take any trades so far. Or if you have any markets on your watch list. I kind of like this one here because I think we have some divergence. Let's throw an oscillator, RSI maybe, or stochastic. Yep, we have a strong divergence on the we have the lower low. HV, anything with Nasdaq today? Here are the two. Nasdaq looks good. Check the FTSE. One minute until the market open. Good and clear to me. My brain isn't working today. That's okay. When it's unclear, it's better not to get involved, guys, to any trade. Yep. Let's see if the resistance on the daily chart will kick off right here at the London Open. Oh, that sold off so much. I wasn't even on this chart to lock some profits. What is the pound doing? Got rejected here from the R3, R2, R1. That's okay. The euro. Okay, also euro. Let's see with the FTSE what will happen. Rumen, are you around? You trade FTSE a lot, so I don't know if you're here. I didn't see your name yet. Euro taps into this area. Pound also is getting rejected. Nasdaq, not that much of activity. Let's see if the FTSE today will give us some good profits. Where are we? 40, 50, about 50 points. I'm backlog again, itchy fingers. Oh my God. Okay, you are short on the FTSE. That's awesome. If we're going to break with this candle below this low, traders, most likely we can see more sell-off, at least for the next couple of minutes. Let's hope that we're going to break below. HV looks like the buyers on the 1 minute chart didn't the buyers didn't appear here. Let's see if this bullish candle will sustain its momentum. Come on, FTSE. Yes. All right. Okay, guys, look, we are in a downtrend here on the 5 minute chart. I'm going to stay in a trade for a while. Anyhow, I have to wrap up for today. So just manage your trade. If you are in a trade, make sure you manage your risk. And that's all from me today. We are coming down. Let's hope we're going to close and break below this support on the 1 minute chart. And that will be awesome. Right, traders? Here it comes. Let's hope so. Anyway, guys, it was a privilege and honor to host this webinar for you for one more time. I hope you find some value. Please make sure you like and subscribe on the YouTube channel if you find this valuable. And I look forward to see you again tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much.